This podcast is part of the Zero to Hero Podcast Network.
You stay right here.
The world is very lucky to have you, and so am I. May the power protect you, always.
We heard the voices. We can hear them. We can touch them. We're gonna find out who they really are.
Well, now that's a terrible idea. I'm gonna do that one more time because I felt like I sloshed it.
You know, I don't understand why that's such a impulse to attack somebody over something that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
You know,
what we call that is the old big mad.
Big mad. That's
yeah. They just
that's interesting.
Big mad.
That's funny. Yeah.
Welcome again to this episode of Zero to Hero. I hope all you grid travelers have found the right podcast to listen to. Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to another audio exclusive from Zero to Hero, where I'm Billy, and I'm always joined by my knucklehead brother, Jim, who has come to terms with being a Yeti.
Is that true?
I sought counseling, and the counselor convinced me that I should just come to terms with it. There's no stopping it. And that life is too short to be angry about things you can't control.
Fun fact, Jimmy actually still holds the world record for hide and seek, so...
That's right. They still have a copy. I'm 30 years old. I've been doing it for 30 years. The government still ain't found me.
Oh, yeah. Let's, so... For all the new listeners out there, let me just say, a lot of the new listeners, our guest tonight is no stranger to this podcast, no stranger to us.
No stranger to the danger.
But we would like to welcome back onto this tonight's episode the pleasantly plump trio brother that looks like us, Casey, all the way from Mighty Morphin Conspiracy Theories from YouTube.
Thanks for having me, guys. I was trying to remember how many times I've been on here, how long. It's like, it's crazy to think it's been like a while that we've been on together.
Yeah, over a year,
I've been on a few episodes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
Yeah. I texted Jim, I was like, hey, I'm going to message Casey, see if I can't peer pressure him into another episode.
Yeah.
Your exact message was, I'm going to peer pressure Casey into an episode this week. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And you saw how long it took me to say yes. I was just like,
instantly.
Okay, sure, I got nothing going on. Let's do it. I'm all for
it. I don't know what you guys got going on right now, but let's do
attention
this.
for doing something I love doing. All right.
Can I be in that audio-only podcast? Can I? Can I do it?
I'm so tired of being asked to do video podcasts. I just want to do something that's audio.
Yeah.
I want to relax one day. Just let it all
the
hang
audio
out.
exclusive only Zero to Hero podcast.
It's better than Funko Pops.
Yeah, dude.
It's where you can definitely see my face. Oh, no.
Yeah, dude, are you doing okay with the Funko Pops? Because every time I hear an episode, we're like, well, I got into this now. I'm like, oh, man. Are you all right?
You're not going to believe this one. You're not going to believe it. I got a delivery today at 10 p.m. almost, like damn near like 9:45 at night of a new Funko Pop.
What is it there?
Yeah. It's Nezuko in season 1 when they're fighting the spider family in the forest where she's strung up. Like she's strung up on spider webs.
Wow.
But yeah, so her blood is on the spider webs, so they become like fire.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I got one that's kind of fun. You might like it.
But yeah, so that actually came in.
I'm trying to complete the set out but I found Kearney from Simpsons, the bully.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
Look at
Kearney.
His last name.
Kearney Zazooix.
I have to say, think because of you guys, which I probably said this on the last podcast, but because of you guys, I definitely have gotten into collecting more stuff. Not as much as you guys, for sure, but I've gotten some Lightning collection stuff and things that I probably wouldn't have gotten before.
Ooh.
But
Oh.
Wait. I gotta think. Hold on. Wait.
there we go. Some applause. Hopefully they can hear that. Yeah, no, I got the Blue Centurion because I love Blue Centurion, and I got the Phantom Ranger, and then I got I don't know. I like to get kind of the special ones, especially ones I don't have. I like to grab. I got like the yellow Zeo one because I've never had that figure, and then I saw they were on Amazon. They were selling a bunch of the like villains for like a really big discount. So I got 3 of the A Squad SPD. I got 3 of those, different colors, and then I got the Astronomon Ecliptor one. So
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, so I was excited about that. So I got a few recently.
The one thing I don't like
Look
about the
at you.
Astronomy Ecliptor one is that box is longer than the rest of the boxes.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
they don't
Oh,
line
yeah.
up together.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
why? Why you gonna do these kind of things?
Yeah, I did. Now, this isn't Lightning Collection. I'll tell you while we're just on the subject that there's a person that sells like stuff online, but they live in my town that I found that they every once in a while have something good. And they had the Beetleborgs Metallics figures from the 90s. And so I got a set of those, the 3 Beetleborgs. And then they also had a Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog. Yeah, they had the red knight, and so I got that one.
Oh,
So
I'm pretty
Billy
proud
and
of
I were
those.
at the that con, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
someone had Mystic Knights, someone had Mystic Knights of Tir figures. Oh. And we're sitting there, and I forgot that the blue one, he's supposed to be a black guy, but
Yes.
the toy, he's a white guy.
Yeah, because they didn't know.
Yeah.
They didn't know when they sent them off to be made who it was going to be yet. So they just assumed it's in like Ireland, and they got So yeah, he's white. The toy is white, but he's in. Yeah.
yeah.
So
It was crazy. Like we looked at. I just grabbed the bag. I was like, oh my god, are you serious? Like Tir na Nog toys from the back of the 90s. Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, it was so much fun. Yeah. But so now that you said you were collecting some toys, reminds me, my coworker, he actually told me, he's like, you know what, Billy, you're a bad influence because you turn other people into collectors that normally don't do this kind of stuff. Like now he collects Funkos himself, and he's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah. I know. I tell you, I probably wouldn't
So-
have, but now that and having the YouTube channel and stuff, it's kind of like I almost justify it. Like this is what I do, you know. Even though I don't
need
Tax
it.
I don't
write-off.
do toy reviews though or anything like that, so I really don't have an excuse, but it just makes me feel like, yeah,
That's
Yeah.
great. It's like you have a tax write-off for $2,000 in action collectibles. They're action figures,
they're
man.
for my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They're from a small business. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's small business. Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, you know what I found out? The Simpsons, like the original Simpsons Funkos, were of the original set of Funkos back before they got the
Oh.
faces right. So they have like these super elongated faces. They look like ovals instead of like the circle like they
Oh.
have now. And so
Yeah.
and they're like the original set who came like it was like the original set of Funkos.
yeah.
From like
Yeah.
wave 1. And
Yeah.
there was
So from
no-
like 20 years ago.
and there's no Lisa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
So Lisa never got released with that set.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys have been getting into
Well,
the
how about
Funkos though, man. I've never really gotten into Funkos, but
You know,
Yeah.
I came to the realization
cheaper.
there are generations Beanie Babies.
Oh,
They're just
yeah?
Also,
well,
they're fun.
Yeah.
isn't Beanie Babies our generation's Beanie Babies?
That was like
Yeah. Well.
no.
Yeah.
Just kidding, sorry.
That was
Yeah.
parents of our generation.
Oh, right. They were the ones going nuts. Yeah.
And to be fair, I don't think I spent more than like $30 on a Funko.
Yeah.
Oh.
So-
Deuce. I have.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. because it's a rare one. I can't find it nowhere. And I saw a guy selling it at this trade show I was at, and he wanted $80, and I was like, "That's the cheapest I've seen it," so I took it.
Hey,
I think the most expensive one I have is Spider went up there. Well, this one now, like the big box, the one that was sold at Target.
yeah.
I bought it for like $20, and I was like, okay, cool. And like I looked it up online recently. It's like they're going for like $70, $80. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
They just look kind of cool. Why are they going for so much?
I've been happy because I've been going to when I go to Target, they've had a lot of Lightning Collection stuff kind of on sale, and so I wasn't planning on picking up, but I picked up the Cobra Kai crossover, like the White Ranger, and then the Pink Ranger one. That I know they're whatever their names are. In Cobra Kai. I forget right now, but I got both of those because they were like $10 or something each. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm grabbing
The one crossover Power Rangers fans did not want.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are kind of cool, but it's just if you're not gonna waste your like $30 on that, you know. It's like
exactly.
It's
You
cool.
can go $10
yeah,
at it,
$10. Yeah, I'll buy it for $10 for sure. But yeah, not.
Unless you're a really big fan of Cobra Kai, but even with that,
and I love Cobra Kai. It's an amazing show, but it's just I don't need the toys from it.
yeah.
Oh, right.
Maybe not.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. You know, it's pretty cool though. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I just like you guys are the toy
But,
guys.
yeah.
Well, you collect stuff. So.
All right. So let's switch subjects here to a cool one that involves you and your personal time. That for the people, well, outside your YouTube channel, for Power Rangers Conspiracies, that you actually are in a band and you orchestrate. Like I noticed that you were advertising some like local shows that you were going to with your band and stuff to perform.
Yeah.
So for the people out there that are listening that want something cool to hear, Casey and his band actually redid the Mighty Morphin theme song, and it's not like when you think of a band, it's not like 5-6 people. Like you're
It's like
over
20 guys.
people.
Yeah, it's what like in
20?
when you're in school and they have a jazz band, like a big band where there's like 5 trumpets or like 4 trumpets, 4 trombones, 5 saxophones. Like that's what it is. It's like it's a jazz band, but yeah.
Okay,
You're talking to us like we went to like private school or something.
Oh no, I mean I went to public school, but we had jazz band, in school and stuff.
So in your band, do you also go by like the first chair, second chair thing?
Yeah, I mean people do have, but it's the thing that's funny is in that in the music world there are people who are really really serious about I need to be first chair because it's an ego thing, but.
Yes.
I've had the band for 12 years. I started when I was in college, like my freshman year of college, and it's funny because every once in a while you get some young kid who comes in and they're talking like they want to play first, and it's like, well, this guy's been playing first for 10 years, and it's not an ego thing like exactly. Oh well, he's the only one who can play it. It's just like he's here, he's solid. I know he knows the parts. It's like every note counts, but there's people who they've been taught through school and competition that they need to be like the highest chair. But I don't know. I don't think most of the guys, I've worked really hard throughout like 12 years to not let people with big egos into the group because in my, they'll ruin it. And so the only reason I've had a band for 12 years is because everybody's super chill and everybody gets along and everybody loves doing it. And there's been times we've had somebody who has a big ego and they just bring the whole thing down. They make everybody miserable and it's just not worth it. So yeah, kind of have chairs, but nobody really ever comes up to me saying,
it's a mutual
no one ever
thing.
comes up to me and says like, I need to play, I need to move up a chair or anything like that. But yeah.
I'll demand, if I was in your band, I would demand to be first chair and cymbals.
Hey, there you go.
But not any cymbal, the small
finger
cymbals.
Like,
ching, the finger cymbals.
Yeah.
That's all I'll ask.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, you. How long did it take you to do that Power Rangers intro?
The what do you mean You mean
like the Power Rangers song?
I mean, I actually wrote
theme song?
that arrangement like probably like 8 years ago, but we just never like recorded it or put it out. We'd play it at gigs here and there. Yeah, so I should say the group's called the Original Skaz Band. Skaz is like, it's supposed to be a mix of ska and jazz, so Skazz. But I don't know. I don't really know what to describe us anymore because we really kind of just play whatever we enjoy. And when you have a band where I arrange all the music, so when you have a band that you can write everything out, we can do styles. Like we can switch styles in a heartbeat, you know. We do this cover, which I probably shouldn't say because of copyright, but we do a cover of the song "We Don't Talk About Bruno" from Encanto.
Oh,
and there's this part where there's kind of like a rap, like little thing with one of the characters does, and we go from this cha-cha like that's this very like doon chick doon 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 to this dun 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 dun. It's like super metal breakdown, and then we go right back into the like cha-cha thing, and it just like it always gets a laugh typically, but we can do like just a lot of crazy stuff, and it's fun. I don't know, my guitar player is like a crazy good metal guitar player, and we just can do lots of cool things. So yeah, it's fun time.
Oh wow. Wow. Well, how about that? Where are you playing next? Or
we play. So there's a festival called the Marigold Festival in one of the towns in this area in Illinois, at Pekin, Illinois. But yeah, we're playing there, and it'll be fun. We get over there, and yeah. So we typically do most of our gigging kind of from like May to August. Usually, and then we'll sprinkle in a few here and there, like if we get something offered to us. But this year was actually a really good year for us.
The hot months.
What?
You do it during the hot months.
Months. But you're inside, though.
Yeah. That's in my the second floor of my garage. We fixed it all up, put insulation in, and did that whole. So yeah, it's fun.
Hell yeah,
it's nice, man. I mean, music's such a big part of that's. When I was a kid, you know, I started drumming, and that was pretty much like my life for, yeah.
That's on top.
You try to get out, and the drum snare gets you back in. They keep breaking me back in.
Yeah, that's right, man. It's yeah, I love it though. That's great.
I'll definitely offer my services to run security.
Oh, dude,
for y'all.
you would be so good at doing security. Seriously.
Yeah, like that, like Mac off of Always Sunny. He's like, why didn't you pat him down? Well, I gave him the visual ocular pat down.
Yeah, dude, you'd be good, and because I worked at a concert venue, and we had a lot of our security guys were pretty nuts. Like, and I think you're a fun-loving guy, so I think you would be a lot better at it, because those guys would sit there and tell like almost like they were war stories. Like, well, there was this drunk girl one time, and she was getting in my face, so I broke her arm with my flashlight. And you're like, oh my god, like, holy crap, dude! It's like she was drunk, and they'd be like, yeah, I really put her in her place. It's like, holy. And like,
you could have just been a cop.
Yeah, and there was.
That's like
we had a guy one time who was drunk at our venue, and my boss was definitely the type of guy who loved he loved to think he was a big man, but he was not. And this guy was so drunk he could barely walk, and they put him in a chair because he didn't have money for his bill. And so they were like calling people trying to get him a ride and saying, hey, he has like a bill he has to pay for. And the guy stood up because someone was on the phone trying to get in contact. And the guy stood up like, oh, let me talk to him. My boss came over and like threw him into the chair as hard as he could and was like, what the heck, dude? It was like, you did not need to do that. It was like, it was way aggressive.
Like, I should not be working for this guy anymore.
Oh, dude, it was a toxic place to work in, for real. I mean, it was pretty rough. But it probably made me a better employee because I moved to another job and everybody would complain, and I'd be like, this is nothing. Like, you guys don't know what a bad work environment is, because this is like not bad at all.
Like, I could autopilot this, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not being emotionally abused every day. Yeah, I think you're okay.
Yeah. So when you're a security guard, you got to go in there with intimidation. Like, you got to intimidate the people first. Like, if they want to come at you, my opening line was, don't mess with me. I collect action figures.
There you go. They'll go, what?
Yeah. gotta hit them with that.
Yeah, now they're just confused. You know. You ever heard of Funko
Be like,
Pops?
I've spent money. Like, no, I'd be like, you will come at me? You will come at me? I've won bidding wars on eBay.
I know how to bid aggressively. Yeah.
I've beat the bot wars on Funko website.
There you go. See?
Yeah, there you go. See?
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I tell you what, it's it's definitely, the security world is an interesting world because there's certain guys who are just so, man, they are ready to feel important. So they'll take all their frustration out on the closest drunk person they can get, you know. So yeah,
especially like sports venues. I used to do like temporary work with, and like you'd give somebody like you'd give them like a clipboard and like, all right, well, you're gonna control this area, and it, God forbid, it goes right to their ego.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I know, man. It's like,
so people can't handle the power.
It's like that whole, what was that psychology study where
the one that created the Unabomber.
What? Oh, I don't know that. But just the one
talking about
where they made up like a fake jail scenario, and the guys who were the guards.
Yeah. So he was one of the prisoners.
Was he?
No, he was one of the he was one of the guards. Yeah, he was actually part of it.
Oh my God, I've never heard that.
Yeah, he was part of it.
But
it's the.
Was that at UCLA, the jail experiment?
Let's see. Hold on. I remember. Hold on. Give me a second.
It's just, that was crazy because it's like, it's a fake scenario, and they would, okay, you're the cops, you're the prisoners, and the people who are the cops were like almost like
the Stanford
beating them.
The Stanford prison experiment.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, Stanford.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's, oh man, it was just so crazy. It was just crazy that people could flip a switch so quickly because their ego was stroked for just like a little bit.
Yeah, it took a couple days, but for the most part, yeah, it went crazy.
Yeah.
And it was, who was there? There was a big important person. Like, I'm 95% sure it's the Unabomber who was part of it.
I've never heard that.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I mean, I don't know. I took some like psychology classes.
I heard there was. Yeah, I heard someone that did an egregious act was a part of it. I didn't know if it was the bomber or not. But
it really, I mean, it jacked up those people really bad. Like they were, they were all like having a hard time getting over it, and I understand why. But yeah, it's, I don't know, man. Security anytime. So you call me. So far, we haven't needed security, if you can believe it.
Wow. Yeah. I'd imagine at least like women throwing their bras and stuff on the stage.
You know, jazz bands don't typically get much of that. We've gotten more. I was saying this year has been one of our best years. We played for a wedding at a venue in the area, and the event coordinator came outside and cursed me out because she said I charged too little. She's like, you guys are worth way more than that. It was all in love, you know, like a thing. But she was just like, what is wrong with you? You need to charge more. And it's like, well, our area no one wants to pay anything in our area. So, except for this like one
like,
town.
you better be happy we charged $2. You better be happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I imagine you're not in a very heavily populated area too, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, no, we're not like in a major city or anything, you know. We're around the Peoria, Illinois area, and Peoria is not really. Have you ever heard the term "if it plays in Peoria"? So it's an old show business term that they would literally send acts to Peoria, Illinois, and it was like, let's see if it plays there, because if it plays there, it can play anywhere. And people brag about that all the time. Like in this area, they'll like put hashtag if it plays in Peoria and stuff. That means that Peoria sucks. Like, that means that it is so hard to play here because nobody likes anything that if you can play here, that means you can go anywhere. That's not a compliment to this town. Like, it's not. But people take it as a badge of pride. Like, yeah, we have this saying about how great our town is because if anybody can make it here, they can go anywhere. It's like, no, that's actually a very negative thing. But, you know, whatever.
That's not good. The bar is very low.
Very, very low. Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah, man.
So the next topic for us tonight, pretty interesting. We've talked about this before. If you ever listened to some of our old episodes with Casey, that we kind of have, Jim has a distinct hate for Power Ranger Samurai. And Casey has done excellent videos on Samurai's
Thank you
breakdowns.
so much. I appreciate that. Well, and I have to say the first one was definitely inspired by you guys, which I do point out in the video about the whole Big Brother theory with the Shiba clan.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, like, my kind of viewpoint on it is that the Shiba kids, Lauren and Jaden, they're not really in the know about what's going on because they're really being repressed by whoever this organization, which we honestly don't really see very much of. You know, we see they have black SUVs with tinted windows driving around. They have some properties that are somehow paid for.
A lot of very big properties.
Yes. And, there's these mentors that are, mentor or Master G, and then whoever was training Lauren all that time. Mm-hmm. And they have these...
The old guy hanging out with the Bullzord.
Yeah, the Bullzord family. Cody's family that does the Bullzord.
That one...
And
that was trippy that when you explained that, I was like, I've never thought about how his dad was scared of them knowing, because, like, what if they come and whack me?
Yeah, well, that's what's funny, because his reaction, which, I mean, I guess if you watch it, you can try it. You could take it in several ways, but it's interesting that it's like their whole life goal as their family is to protect this Bullzord, and, like, they're basically helping the Power Rangers, and then the Power Rangers show up, and he's like, yeah, I know who you are. It's like he is not excited that these people are around. It's like, yeah, okay, get out of here. It's like he just doesn't even really care that they're there, and so it's like, wow, he doesn't seem very positive about this. And then there's like the Tengen Gate, which is where the very first final battle with Master Xandrid was, and there's the whole group of people there that are monks or whatever they are. It's kind of like there's this huge some sort of organization we really don't know anything about. And they somehow know what's going on with everything.
They're the background stuff, and then you have these Rangers that are these front-facing characters that are infallible.
Yeah,
like they're there. They're symbols.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's crazy how like Jaden even knows about his sister when she shows up that he has to leave. Like you can't have two in the same area.
Which it definitely doesn't. I don't know. It's to me, and like I say in my breakdown video, I think that especially if you look at it from this viewpoint, I think Samurai becomes a lot more exciting because I think Jaden has like extreme chronic depression because he's basically being controlled by this organization. He doesn't know what to do. His sister comes around for the first family he's had in his whole life, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, you have to leave now, and he goes, okay, I'm gonna leave.
Hunts down Decker and tries to get Decker to kill him.
Yeah, and so,
and what was it? And then what's his name? The Gold Ranger. I can't remember his name now. Antonio. How like an outsider comes with a similar power, and he's immediately just shunned. Like you can't be doing this.
His powers are taken away.
Yeah, Master G takes it.
Shunned.
Yeah, and it's like they're trying. And the thing I love is that Jaden, when Antonio's there, and they're all like, "Well, can he be a ranger? Like, what's going on with this?" Because they, to them, this is like totally unheard of. They've never heard of this before. So they're going like, "What do we do?" And Jaden's like, "I don't know what to do." And Master G's like, "I'll handle it." And he immediately goes and takes the morpher from him. Immediately, which is like okay. And then like I point out in the video, when Master G says, I think I was too quick to like write off Antonio, and Jaden's like, oh, we both were. And it's like, no. That was Master G, 100%. He told you, he said he would take care of it, and he did it. You didn't do that. And then now he's just like accepting, we both screwed up. Like, no, you didn't. That was Master G. But
that was all him.
He's been controlled by this guy for so long that he just accepts, I made a mistake when it wasn't him.
So it's 2 plus 2 equals 5, right? 2 plus 2 plus 5?
Yeah.
So I got a question. So after watching the 30th anniversary when Billy and Alpha were able to make those proxy coins, so in Power Ranger Samurai, you see that Lauren has an older variation of the Morpher, where like she can actually do the calligraphy and stuff, where the Japanese characters.
Kanji.
So now the question is, are they kind of using like the power proxy style, or does she have a different link through another?
Yeah,
morpher that they share?
that's kind of the question, because you never see them morph together. Like, they're not both morphed.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that there is some. I think that they can both channel the morphin grid with that device, their devices. But I think that they both know that they can't both be morphed.
One or the other.
Yeah. So I think that's
Yeah.
why Jaden's like, I have to leave because I can't do anything to help you because I can't morph. I think that's technically the reason why, but they don't explain it well. But my whole thing is, they just had this guy come in who could invent his own powers, that he could have just made Jaden his own set of powers, and
that's true.
But of course that wasn't in the Sentai, so
yeah, no.
yeah.
Also went line up real nicely with having these 5 multicolored kids as your symbols for your organization.
I'm just there's a lot of stuff I just don't understand now that I go back through and I'll watch a couple clips and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when Antonio first makes his first entrance, he's like God level, like super fast, super strong. But then as the season goes on, he just kind of like doesn't do it anymore. Like he weak. So that makes me think is like,
maybe
do 6th Rangers
yeah.
Okay, that's a good point. Poison. I was thinking more of like, do 6th Rangers lose their power? Like, do they degrade their power over time?
Maybe just like one real big burst of energy, and then it was sustained after that.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
Maybe
or
here's
just show
conspiracy. Going down the conspiracy tunnel of maybe his powers aren't as stable as the rest of them because his are his like he made them himself, and so maybe he's just his powers are sort of depleting over time. They're just not as strong as the others were or are, because
that's why he was captured. He got captured in Ninja Steel.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I mean, anybody who can fight that fast, like in those first episodes, it makes no sense how they could ever be beat. I mean, if he's moving that fast, he could destroy Tommy in 5 seconds. I mean,
he would pummel him.
So, but yeah, I mean, he doesn't really do it by the end of the season. So,
well. Damn, we totally went off topic.
That's all right. No, that's good.
But that's all right. But I like that. I like the theories that you, because I watched your video and it made me go back through and start looking at like different clips, and that's kind of where I got some of these ideas from.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say my favorite is just the as I watched it, I really started to kind of understand Kevin more, because Kevin's character. Like people, he is by far one of the most, like, he gets hated on a lot. When it comes to samurai, he's probably the most hated. And the thing is, he is the one who has the most to lose, because like the Shibas, they've been sort of in this isolated place for a long time. But once this war is over, like they're off to do whatever they want to do and live their life and have a great life.
Yeah.
And they apparently have money or something to help them because of the Shiba clan. But, and then all the other people, like, they kind of just have normal lives. They don't really do anything. But Kevin is, like, trying to get into the Olympics as a swimmer. And every moment he's at the Shiba house, every moment he's fighting, he's losing out on that opportunity that if it doesn't end quickly, he may never get to do that. So that's why he's so uptight and he's so, like, dedicated, because to him, it's like, I need to, like, get this over with, so I can get back to what I'm supposed to
do this, and if we can't do it, we're done.
Yeah. And that's why Mike just like screws around, because he just played video games. He didn't really have a future planned out. And Kevin does. And so he's losing.
And like what Jimmy said in a episode with the Power Trip, that they were indentured. What'd you? Indentured,
intergenerational indentured servitude.
Yes,
indentured servitude. Yeah. So like that's why Kevin just couldn't get up and just walk away. Like he had to serve this out.
Yeah, it's just part of his his duty,
part of his family's history to him. Yeah,
and so he gets to lose out on what his dream since being a child. He may not get to fulfill his dream because of this, and so that's why it's so hard. And he also he's also one that shows signs of depression. Like he definitely. Like there's an episode
Definitely
where he
does.
goes around, he tells everybody like, hey, if you ever need anything, like I'm here, I'm here for you, blah, blah, blah. Just let me know. And I love to listen. And they're all like, is something wrong with Kevin? And that's a very clear sign of someone who wants people to ask him if he's okay, because he's going around asking everybody else. And so that's just a clear, like, there's just little signs. The more I watched it, it's like, oh, Kevin is like, he has a hard time,
Bound to Samurai, the season of clinically depressed rangers.
That's what I took away from it after watching the whole thing. Is like, these guys, like, this is probably the most mentally unstable team. Not in a way that they can't do what they're supposed to do, but like they have a lot of trauma. I mean, Emily, it's like she's only a ranger because her sister is sick, so she's been like a caretaker. That's really hard, and now she's away from her sister, and she's worried that something's going to happen to her while she's gone. It's like, man, it is very. They all kind of have traumatizing lives in certain ways.
Yeah, and like you said, that breakdown of Emily too, like where she has to fight that monster by herself, the one that was like able to hurt them with his words, and like how his words didn't affect her, which actually set her up very well for the whole season. Kind of like, she's not easily offended or easily hurt by words.
Yeah, she's mentally very strong, even though they don't think she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And then my whole
that's a
I don't know, my Shiba video is all the stuff about Mia being possibly related to Cam from Ninja Storm. That's why I like that.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I think it does. I love it when I do these videos, because then there'll be one person who will just comment and be like, "That's not real." It's like,
well, of course
okay,
it's not real. The whole show's not real.
I just spent like 2 weeks editing and researching and doing all sorts of stuff, but okay, you just say it's not real. I mean, it's just supposed to be a theory.
You understand the murder board I have in my house right now? It's the whole house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do love going through some of your, like, whenever your videos like real popular, I like going through like the comments and stuff, because like you get to see both sides of this like story. Yeah. Like you said, like you have people agreeing with you and like, like, thanks, Casey. I never would have thought of this. This is interesting. Then you got people like, no, that can't happen. No.
Yeah. And I especially love when people just have no explanation. They're just like, that's not real. Okay. Do you want to elaborate on why you think that? No. Okay. It's just.
Nope.
Like, congratulations. Right. You do not understand how to have an argument.
Yeah, I did. So I did a breakdown of the Turbo. I broke them down. I called them season 1 and 2, as in the old cast and the new cast. Oh. And in the videos, I literally say, like, the first line, I think, is me saying I broke these down into seasons with like air quotes, that, for this reason, because I wanted to analyze them separately to give them both their fair assessment. And someone just commented and be like, what an idiot. There's only one season of Turbo. Any Power Ranger fan knows that. And I'm like, you literally clicked on the video, hit pause, and commented that, and then left the video. Because that's the first line is me explaining it. And so that was one that cracked me up.
The funny part out of all that is, like, that guy that commented that, just to think that he was the fastest sperm in his dad.
Yeah. He's the best they could do, apparently. I don't know.
Can't take 5 seconds to listen to what he has to say.
Yeah.
Won't
even give it a second,
It's like those people who comment second first. Second, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Darn it.
I like to comment, like, what like I am. Like, if I like your video, I'm 99, I like to, I'm like 99.
Yeah.
Has nothing to pertain to the video.
Yeah, but I'm always appreciative of people who are just there to have a good time. That's fine. But I will fight.
Every time
I will fight tooth and nail to people who say I'm wrong, and I'm like, you're wrong.
Yeah.
I will get.
Or like sometimes when you like mention us or something, I'll be like, I'll comment on that. Jim, delete everything. Yeah. He said something.
That's right, man. I throw you guys out there.
That explains so many things.
Yeah.
So many things.
Yeah, man. It's
where, like, they throwing shurikens at Jim. We're from Casey's videos.
I don't know.
We're from Mighty Morphin Conspiracy Theories.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't have any like Swiftie fans or anything that I know of that are like going at other people. But I try, I really try hard, because I don't know. It's crazy to me how negative people are and how aggressive people get about it. It's like when Once and Always was happening, and it's like Amy Jo Johnson isn't going to return. The nasty comments from people being like, well, she's just a washed up actress who never went anywhere. It's like, what is your deal, dude? It just doesn't, you know, I don't understand why that's such a impulse to attack somebody over something that's not a big deal, you know?
What we call that is the old big mad.
Big mad? That's that's interesting. That's funny. Yeah, the big mad.
By the way, have you ever heard of a movie called Highway 88?
Doesn't ring a bell, but
it's
she's
okay.
Yeah, Amy Jo Johnson's in it, and she's in for like one scene that's very memorable. I highly recommend it.
Is there?
The movie itself is actually pretty good. Like the movie itself is actually a solidly fun movie. Kurt Russell has like a ponytail.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Yeah, like not even just a ponytail, like the short one, the little short ponytail.
Yeah,
like he has one of the little short ones. Kurt Russell as a sheriff has a short ponytail. I recommend it. Give it a shot. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
When we went to the Dallas, when we went to the Fort Worth Collecticon, Amy Jo was there, and me and Ben, we actually got to meet her. And she had her sister. Her sister was one that was taking the money and stuff. But her and her sister, they were like identical twins. You couldn't tell who was who.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Probably did take a picture with her sister. Probably just does that when she gets tired. She's like, let's just go behind the curtain and then we'll switch. And you say you're Amy Jo Johnson. Was she nice? See, that's what's funny is I had one guy commenting on my video who was just like, I met her at a Comic-Con. She was so rude. And it was like, okay, first of all, I don't know. Was she okay with you? Like, did she seem nice? And
she has a resting bitch face, but when you actually talk to her, she's really fun. Yeah. Like, we talked to her. We didn't talk very long, maybe like 30 seconds, because there was a line wrapped around the building. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, she always looks mad.
Oh, really?
But when you actually talk to her, she's fun.
Yeah. Well,
we did get to talk to Kathleen Sutherland real fast, so that was fun.
She seems like a sweetheart. I don't know.
She is a sweet lady.
Yeah.
Okay, I was mad. Okay, so we showed up there, and like everyone, like it was Will, what's his name? The Time Force Red.
Jason Font.
Jason Font was there, and right next to him was Kathleen Sutherland, and her line was empty.
Really?
I was like, no, this can't be right. No. We walked up there like, this is not right. You should have a bigger line than him.
I was like that.
Jason Font's
I was like that shy little kid that was standing behind Jim, and Jim's like, say something, say hello to the nice lady, and I was standing behind Jim as,
yeah.
You know, like little shy kids.
Oh yeah. That was Catherine. So yeah, she seems like a real sweetheart. I don't know. I would love to. I would love to like interview her someday because she just seems so nice and
Yeah. She said that her and Nakia were supposed to start making more skits. And stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, me and Jim are the Bulk of Skull podcast, and maybe we can get in on this. We're pretty funny.
Yeah.
Pretty fine looking.
Funny looking.
Yeah. We know we are.
Have I told you, Mike? Did I don't know. Last time I talked to you guys, I'm trying to remember how long ago that was. Did I tell you about my Comic-Con experience?
No.
So I made the Turbo episodes or Turbo breakdown of like the two casts. Did I tell you this?
Oh, and Swaylin Ward actually commented on there?
Swaylin Ward was supposed to be at a Comic-Con in my town, and 2 days before the con, he shared my video and was like, I love this guy. And then he canceled the con. His parents, he had something happen. And, but I was like, I was gonna walk into that con and go, I'm that guy. Like, I was so pumped. I was seriously on cloud 9 for like 24 hours. I was just like, I cannot believe my like childhood hero has just shared my video. I'm going to meet him in like 48 hours. And then,
he said he likes me and my work.
Yeah. So hopefully if he ever does come to one in this area, hopefully I can be like, hey, remember when you were going to come to this con, you canceled and then you shared my video right before you canceled? It's like,
like show a picture of you like on your phone and then like stand next to it. Me.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was
Like
that was my experience.
screenshot of the shared videos, screenshot
Oh,
of you
yeah.
being happy,
Yeah.
screenshot of him saying no, he's not gonna be there, screenshot of you being sad, then point at yourself, I'm happy again.
Yeah,
I was on an emotional roller coaster
yeah,
here.
it was. Now Walter Jones was there, so that was cool. And my
that's
son came with me, and he was, he's 3, and we brought like the Lightning Collection Morpher with the Mastodon in it, and so it was cool. Like Walter Jones like taught my son how, he's like, okay, this is how we morph, and like this is what we do. You got to put your arm.
Yeah.
And so that was really cool. It was cool to see that, and
That's what I can't remember the guy's name now. It's all blanking on me here.
Rocky?
Rocky.
Steve Cardenas, yeah.
Yeah, Super
Steve Cardenas, he showed us how to morph too, and Jim was just on the side. He's like, "You're not my supervisor."
Yeah, he's another guy I would love to, because you guys messaged me when you met him, because you were like, we defend
He was
you,
super nice too.
and our friend defends you too. Stuff. Yeah. Yeah, because you guys were on my Rocky video. That's right.
Yeah,
You're
great.
Oh
Guest-
yeah, we showed him that
guest-
video.
yeah.
I stood there and I was like, "Yeah, we talk about you in a video.
we defended you, but you're awesome.
Yeah, he is awesome.
You're awesome, man." Oh man, but we gotta talk about this Cosmic Fury stuff that's been leaking. The pictures.
Yeah, man. First of all,
First of all,
Yeah.
I do want to say
What?
the theme song music. If that's what it's going to be for the videos that leaked already, that's pretty boss. Like I like it. It's
I
pretty
like
good.
that.
is
theme song.
Burt Sellen still the composer? Do you know? He was the
I'm
the
not
last
sure.
season. He was awesome.
I think so. Yeah.
I think Dutch music producer. I think he's still doing it. He's awesome.
He's from Belgium.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he is doing it. He is amazing. And there's a couple. There's one shot in Dino Fury where it's one of like the races where Izzy's running a race, and it is like the most 80s like montage music in the freaking. It's so awesome, and I'm like, this is amazing. Like, and it's he just did it like. Just threw it together for this one little scene, and it's so good. Like some of the music stuff he does is so awesome. But yeah, the theme song sounds really good.
He is Dutch. All they have there is chocolate and music. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know much about Dutch, to be honest, but
It's Belgium.
but he's
It'll be
good.
fine.
He's really
It's all right.
good.
There's not a lot to learn about it. It's fine.
But I have to say
Okay.
the poster that they came out with, that's the first time I'm like,
man.
I have to have this poster. I need this
the one
poster.
with all the-
It is
yeah.
so awesome. It's so good. It looks amazing.
I kind of want to wait till the end to see if they have another poster come out
Yeah.
because there's supposed to be an extra Ranger, and I just want all of them
Oh yeah, yeah.
in one
Yeah.
big poster. And can we talk about how expensive freaking poster frames are? Jesus.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Why is it so expensive? Makes no
It
sense.
depends if you buy a really nice one or not. I always buy cheap.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
like they start at like $50, and I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I usually just get mine.
Damn.
I get like the cheapest ones I can find because, yeah.
We're not judging you,
Yeah.
but
Judge
if
this.
we had a visual podcast, we would be.
We would have very stern
Not saying we
facial
would side eye you,
expressions.
but we would side eye you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. So out of all the stuff that we've been seeing, there's two people that I've not seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Zato and Ollie. I have not seen them in any of the pictures.
Right. Yeah, and I just saw before we got on, there was some video that was online. It's not leaked, like it was on some Ranger thing, but it shows Izzy, Amelia, and Javi morphing, and then in their Dino Fury suits, and then it zooms out and Billy is there morphed, and then Billy's fighting, but then there is a shot with Amelia fighting and Ollie's behind her. But I can't really. I was trying to be really because they're talking about Ollie's going to possibly be like evil or like go to the, and I was trying to pay attention whether or not he was fighting or he was just like coming up behind her to attack her. I couldn't tell. But it was such a quick little snapshot that I couldn't tell for sure what he was doing. But
I still want to know what the hell happened to Javi's arm.
Yeah, they've been talking about that too. If he's going to lose his arm, that would be, dude.
That'd be dark.
Yeah, that'd be. You probably would not. That's probably be a first in Power Ranger season history that a Ranger would lose a limb.
Yeah,
and it shows him unmorphed with the same thing. Like I said, still the same arm. So,
and dude,
it's all right. It's just I know I keep harping on this. Like every time we talk about it, I'm like I want to know what happened to his arm because I really want to know what happened to his arm.
There's a picture of him in a Dino Fury suit with regular arms, and he's holding a Master Morpher staff.
Yes, yeah. Dude, I heard a theory that they were talking about maybe he uses a Master Morpher staff, and it blows his arm off, kind of like an Infinity Gauntlet thing. But the fact that the musician who plays guitar is going to lose an arm is ridiculous. Okay, like
that's an attack.
As a drummer and a guy who plays guitar for church and stuff, I am so in fear. If I lose a limb, what do? I'm going to be screwed. Like I can't lose a limb,
right?
So, yeah. That upsets me a little bit.
People say that I can play with my toes. I call them liars.
Yeah, that is lies and slander.
It's like, this is not everything everywhere all at once. This is America.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's like people that are seeing Billy in the photos on set photos and him in the with the Blue Ranger there. Like, how did you not know that was going to happen when they've said it during Dino Fury Season 2 that Billy was going to be linking in with them?
Yeah, we knew he was coming for a while. I mean,
we knew. And then people were just like dumbfounded.
Well, and the thing that is,
I want to know what they did with Billy's face.
Makeup.
I want to know the reason why. Like, why does he look so much younger?
Maybe the Equations got to him and helped him revitalize his skin.
Yeah, maybe so. Well, the thing I do wonder is, back when Once and Always was coming out, it was already on there that Dino Fury Season 3, the first episode, he was listed. Jared Turner, who plays Tarek or Void Knight. Henderson. Oh shoot, Kelvin. Is it Kelvin Henderson or the guy who plays
the one that plays
Mick? Yeah, he's listed on there, and Charlie Kirsch was listed, but she's no longer on the list. So I don't know if Min is going to make an appearance or not. But I mean, she was on the list at one point, and now it's not there. But it's only the first episode that has anybody besides just the main cast on there. So,
yeah. Did you see the big cast shot from like above, and you see Mick's Ranger suit when he was in Ninja Steel?
No.
The suit actor was in it.
No, he's morphed.
So.
Oh my god!
So he's gonna be
that's
morphed.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's gonna be a Red Ranger.
Oh, that's about the coolest thing I've ever heard in my whole life. I'm so excited.
So I'm starting to think that there's gonna be a distress signal call or something go out, and the Rangers are gonna show up and help defend like Mick, and maybe Billy responds to, and that's where they'll find the Qtama morphers and stuff there, because there's a shot of with the symbols.
Mm-hmm.
And they're defending it. So maybe I'm kind of thinking that they're going to be helping other Rangers out in this situation.
Well, I mean, I have to say, I really am super excited for this season because there's so much potential for them to go to like Aquitar or go to Triforia or wherever, and we haven't been in space for like 20 years. So it'll be really cool to see what they do.
In the poster, you see Zed's ships on multiple planets.
Yeah.
In the poster, so that only leads credence that they're going to different planets. Hell, we might even see them attacking Aquitar.
Yeah.
You never know. Trying to take their water, and then maybe trying to take the Zeo powers from Triforia.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be really the thing. I know people are upset because typically we have 20 episodes, or I mean, I don't know how you guys view it. I kind of still view it as like one season is 40 episodes, but I know technically it's broken down 20. But with it only being 10 episodes, it's like there's not going to be filler. It's got to be
episodes
just
a normal length, right? It's like 22 minutes.
I think so.
Well,
as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, Simon Bennett even said that it's literally going to be episode 1 till 10 is one continuous story. They're not going to break it up.
Yeah, it's just so it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be really.
I
really
know what
good.
day of work I'm taking off.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be really
The
good.
29th.
Yeah,
Yeah. From what the one scene I saw where Billy was jumping out of the little
yeah.
the little crevice, and like that whole scene right there, I was like, oh, this looks like the fight scenes from Once
Yeah,
Always.
they're
So I was like,
definitely-
I'm down for that.
I mean, the thing that's so interesting is how like Forever Red was all filmed, original, and it was so amazing. Like the fight scenes were awesome, and so it's like for years we've had really amazing fight scenes that are original content. So it's cool that it's like this is going to be, and the fact that it's original, they don't have to sit there and go like, well, we need to find a convenient way why Billy can't be in the shot. They don't have to do that. They can just be like, they can fight with Billy in every single episode. Who cares? We can do whatever we want.
Like the suit actors are getting paid for it. Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's cost the same.
and now the more shot that we've always wanted, and now it like lays it in concrete that Fern will be the Orange Ranger. Is that shot with her with the actual morpher and the color coordinated shirt color too.
Watch is not actually orange, just another color. She was wearing an orange shirt that day as her first
Oh
time
my
morphing.
god.
Because the first time they morph, they don't have to wear the right colors.
No,
They
exactly.
really should just be
For all we-
taking a bunch of fake shots just to have them leak so that we don't know what's going to happen. Because
Yeah,
man,
Yeah.
That's what Marvel did at one point. They just started making up random like trailers.
yeah, that's what.
Like an Endgame and Infinity War had those random trailers in them.
Yeah, that's what they should do.
I'd be down for that.
Because it makes me. That's one thing as a YouTube person that makes me upset is that I got on YouTube and there's someone who their picture, the thumbnail is Fern more as like with the orange shirt about to morph, and I'm like, you son of a. Ugh. It's like it's like if I don't want it to be spoiled, I would really. It just ticks me off. It's like don't do that. So people who don't want it spoiled,
Yeah, I'm at the
don't have
point
to do
now
it.
where I'm about to leave like all the PR groups I'm in.
Yeah.
Just because of the amount of spoilers they post.
Oh,
Yeah.
Constantly, and then all the repeat spoilers are just the stuff that they've posted already once, but like someone's like, I missed it. What is this all about? And they're like, oh, blah 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 blah. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
on, guys.
18 times a day, someone's like, "Did you guys know Billy's returning?" You're like,
Yep.
Yeah,
we
for
know.
real.
Yeah.
like,
18
oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh man.
Hey, thanks, Facebook. I appreciate it.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, those people, man. Like I saw a guy post on Facebook of some Lightning Collection figures at Walmart, and he's like, "What do these run for?" And I was like, "Well, normally they're about $28, depending on your state and city tax."
yeah.
There's a peg that says the price on it.
Yeah. What?
Is that a thing right there? See, like,
Come on.
See that peg right there with the price number on it? The number on it? That's your price.
That's what.
That's the price.
I made a video a while back that was just called like "Where Can I Watch Power Rangers?" Because people
yeah.
are always commenting on those groups like, "Where do I watch it?" And it's like you could just type it into Google, like it'll take you where you need to go. But they'll comment,
Yeah,
and so
YouTube has they've uploaded most of the seasons right now.
yeah,
Upload it.
So I just share anytime I see someone comment to that, I just share the link to that video and go like, here you go. Because
I thought there's one guy on YouTube who just talks about how you can watch all this stuff on YouTube.
yeah. Well, and I have a link. The description has a link to every single season, like so you can click. If you want to watch RPM, you can hit RPM. It'll take you to the playlist for RPM.
Damn.
I don't know.
So see, Casey, you out there doing Zordon's work right there.
That was a video. I was like, this is for like the people who, this is like,
Yeah.
for everybody, not just the extreme nerds, like us, but.
Yeah. See you later, Casey. Bye, sucker.
All right, see you, bye.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us on this episode as we come to a close on this chapter of leaks, toys,
Leaky
depression
toys. We're talking about
buying toys, trying to convert Casey into buying more toys.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Casey, for joining us tonight.
course.
Thanks for letting me peer pressure you into another episode with us.
I love
I
it.
know you enjoy it.
I do.
Don't make that face.
I love it. I love it. I love doing it with you guys. It's always fun. It really is.
Peer pressure,
Oh,
peer
man.
pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure. Wait,
Peer pressure. One of us. One of us.
One of us. One of us. Yeah.
But yeah, so for the new people that are listening to us, where can they find you at, Casey?
I am at Mighty Morphin Conspiracies. That's on YouTube. And then I do have a TikTok. I don't share a ton on TikTok, but I have some stuff on there, which is just Mighty Morphin Conspiracy on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. You could definitely find us at Zio to Hero, and that's a one word across all the social media platforms. Yeah, Instagram,
What about how to
Facebook.
get in touch with us?
You can catch us on zio2hero.com.
And
You can find us on our podcast at podcast.zio2hero.com.
And
If you'd like to give us monies so we can help buy ourselves toys, then you can find us at ko-fi.zio2hero.com.
and
Wait, was that right?
it's co-fi.com/zero or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's on the website.
But-
You can get to it. It's pretty easy.
But yeah, if you're listening to us, definitely rate and review the show. Leave us a comment. Maybe we'll read it on here.
Yeah. If you have
And
something
if it's a
nasty to
1
say
star,
to me,
maybe-
you can send it to zero2heropod@gmail.com. And if
Yeah.
you want to join the Discord server, it's discord.zero2hero.com.
Yes. So,
All right, bye.
that's it.
Rock
Bye.
on.
Thanks, Casey. Bye.
Thanks, bye.
Do you want to be a hero, but you're not? Do you want to be a Jiro or a Kojiro, but you can't because you're not Japanese? Have you considered Zio to Hero? Remember, heroes come and go. Idiots are forever. Jimbalee!
Okay, there it goes. Got it.
All right, you got it going? You ready to go? 3,
Yeah.
2,
Uh-huh,
1.
uh-huh.
Do we want to do
Yeah.
Finger guns. Finger. Bam, 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 bam.
You.
Ooh, 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 ha, bam, ha. Ooh, man, that was stressful.
At least you got it figured out. You're good, right?
I got it figured out. It's finger
Finger
guns. Finger
guns.
guns.
Figured out's a strong
Okay,
word.
well, maybe so.
Yeah,
I don't think we can legally say figure it out with Billy.
Well, you know.
You were on my cat's quinceañera card. Now you're not.
This is the Zio to Hero podcast.